if you're not engaging with your actual clients and the actual public, then guess who is seeing all your content?
Right.
Other agents. Are these other agents going to buy properties with you? I highly doubt it.
Welcome to the Southland Regional Association of Realtors podcast, your go-to guide for real estate success.
So can you share a specific example of a deal that you closed primarily through, engagement on social media? And can you also speak to like the strategies you did to nurture that lead to convert them?
Wow, so many are coming to mind.
Well, choose one out of the many.
One out of the millions, right? Look, guys, social media is still just a platform to be able to meet your clients, right? It doesn't take away the factor of still implementing the CRM, right? If I meet someone on Instagram, I'm gonna engage.
Yeah,
I'm gonna communicate with them. We're gonna send DMs, send back and forth. I'm gonna like their pictures. I'm gonna comment. Oh, it looks like you had a great time at the lake. So happy for you. Hope you got some R&R, right?
Right.
It's just the place of kind of that nurture, just creating that bond. But I still grab the digital assets, right? The name, the phone number, the email. Maybe not the email, but as long as I can send them a DM and say, hey, let's schedule a time to talk.
Yeah.
Get the phone number, and then they still go into the CRM.
Sure.
I'm a big fan of Follow a Boss, and that's the CRM that we use. Again, there's no perfect CRM. There's no perfect social media platform. It's the same concept. Whatever you use consistently, you will find success in.
That's the old adage, right? It's which is the best CRM? It's the one that you actually use.
Exactly.
Some people are still good with old school Excel spreadsheet, right? They're just like, this is how I organize things. If I had a Rolodex on my desk and it worked, then that's what you use, right?
What's a Rolodex?
Yeah.
I'm
don't
just
even.
kidding.
Don't even. That's what I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. I don't know. I read about it on History Channel.
Is it a different kind of watch?
But back to what you were saying though, and I think every social media guru or all of our brokerages, kind of talk about this in one way or another. My brokerage talks about a social media engagement strategy. Tristan Amata from Lab Code Agents talks about he goes with comment. It's LCM, like comment message. We go with a strategy called 10-5-1, but it's all about the actual algorithm and not cheating it, but using it to our advantage, right? So, for example, you said that you'll like people's posts, and you will also engage by writing a comment on one of their posts, but you also use direct message as well.
Correct.
And those things actually kind of have weight in the algorithm for the exposure of what you post as well, and as well as how big your net goes, your friends of friends, all of that stuff. If you're not engaging with other people's posts, it doesn't spread your content out as far.
Precisely. And speaking to our members, right, and our real estate agents out there, let's be quite honest, guys. The majority of people we have on our Instagram and Facebook are other agents.
Right.
They're the ones liking our stuff.
Right.
And we're cheering each other on, which is great. I'm a big fan of that. But if you're not engaging with your actual clients and the actual public, then guess who is seeing all your content?
Right.
Other agents. Are these other agents going to buy properties with you? I highly doubt it. Right. So you still want to support your colleagues, right? Yeah. I see your post, I'm going to like it. I see my team's post, I'm going to like it. But there has to be something to be said about actually engaging with the general public.
With your target.
With your target, being intentional about what it is you're doing on these platforms, right? So we have to always keep that at the forefront of our mind too, that though it's a place where we're going to go see what our quote unquote competition or our colleagues are doing out there, you have to engage with your audience. You have to find your friends. If you have a friend, right, go to their list of friends and follow their friends 100%. And each other's friends and so on and so forth, because that's the audience that you want to see the post that you're sharing.
Right.
You don't want all your stuff to just go to the whole real estate community.
Well, we were talking before we started actually filming this, and we were talking about how the industry has changed from social media, but it really hasn't, right? I mean, it's still no one's reinventing the wheel. The business is still lead generation, and lead generation is still a contact sport, as we've heard throughout our entire careers, right?
100%.
But I think now the place where we go and make those contacts is now in a digital realm, right? So instead of going to the, take it way back, the town square or the town hall meetings, or going to, PTA, or going to the mall, which is, that whole thing is changing right in front of our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where people are, where we're going to have contacts, is in this digital space called social media. So it's not the game that's changed, it's the arena.
Definitely. But with that said, you still have to learn how to play it, right? I would hate for people to think that it's easy to just get leads. And it could be. It might be your niche, right? Mm-hmm. Just to get leads off of Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, X, whatever it's called, TikTok. And not
You're asking the wrong guy.
Imagine being so good at that, but then having really poor people skills when it comes time to meet these people and showing houses. So you really have to still keep up that one leg of going to these town halls, going to these meetings, going to these networking events. I still think that that's very important, and actually even more so, so that you can show your audience on Instagram, Facebook, all these social media platforms what it is you're doing. They want to see the activities 100%. That you do on a day-to-day basis. But if you're just going to be that creepo guy that's lead generating in a dark room on your laptop, and, just because your pictures of you in a suit, I don't think that's serving you any positive purpose, right? You still have to have that in you of wanting to get out there and be the social butterfly, and meet these people, shake some hands, because how do you create followers?
Well, so in a sense, it's got to be just one prong of your entire real estate strategy, right? I mean, so you have social media marketing, but yet you also go out and you, for example, door knock, or have conversations, network, go to events, have client appreciation, pop buys, all of the stuff that we've been doing for a long time. Now we just have this wonderfully widespread social media aspect that we can put into our marketing. That is one thing that I think people forget to bring up, is that it's free.
Exactly. And if you want to take it up another notch, it doesn't have to be free. You can pay for sponsored ads, right?
Right.
So let me give you a quick hint of what I do. So whenever I have a listing in my farm, I'm obviously going to go ahead and door knock the whole area to pass out the flyers, invite everybody over to the open house. But that day that I'm door knocking, I'm flooding that little area with ads.
Correct.
On social media, right? Ads on YouTube, ads on Instagram, ads on Facebook. So that when they see me come door knock and they go, sit down on the couch and open up their feed, guess whose handsome mug they're going to see?
Hopefully mine.
I hope it's mine. But no, for real, right? You put $50 behind that sponsored ad, $100 behind that sponsored ad, and now that whole demographic's going to see it. 100%. They already saw you come to the door.
100%.
They left the flyer. They see you. They see the for sale sign. They see that you're actively at the open house.
Right.
They also get phone calls. So it's about utilizing, like you said, every prong that you have in your arsenal to get in front of these individuals. And that's what it's all about. It being intentional, right?
Intentional, 100%. But one of the things that I mentioned about free, though, is that I feel like a lot of people come into this industry and they're like, I don't have a strong foothold into marketing, and I don't know what to do, and I don't have the money to buy leads and do all that stuff. There is a platform with all of your sphere of influence right there at your fingertips that doesn't cost you anything. Which is one of the most powerful things that we could say about the technological advances of our era of real estate.
And what better way to connect with people that you've lost contact with, right?
100%.
You find one person that you went to high school with, you follow them, you create a relationship. Guess what? He probably has 2 people that went to the same high school you did as friends. You go to his friends, you start following them. And now you're starting to connect with people that 15, 20, 30 years ago you were in high school with. And now all of a sudden you're creating relationships and creating that bond. When would you have been giving that opportunity otherwise?
Absolutely.
Right? So those are the benefits that social media afford to us, right?
Yeah.
And being able to communicate and network with other individuals, other agents. How many groups are there, right? The Northridge homeowner group, Reseda group, Silmar group. Every city, every component has a quote unquote group on Facebook.
Yeah.
So why don't you create one, or why don't you become a part of one?
Right.
Right.
Build your own little community.
Exactly.
And start farming that community.
Exactly. There's so many things. There's so many ways to think outside the box when it comes to social media that I just feel people get a little boggled down with not knowing what to choose. It's just start doing it.
Just choose one.
Just choose one and start
Choose
posting.
one. Yeah.
Start getting out there. Start getting comfortable. Everybody stumbles and fumbles. Everybody mumbles, stumbles, and fumbles. We're experts at it. We just do it in an awesome fashion.